Hi, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role playing games with friends. It also might be you are listening to us on the Open Hearth All In actual play feed, and if so, welcome. We're looking forward to it. This is the first session in a new quarterly series. That means I'm going to be running it weekly for 3 months, a quarter of the year. We are playing Apocalypse World third edition. Third edition isn't officially out yet, but the Kickstarter recently concluded, and Vincent McGay Baker released some preview, core playbooks, and the player reference sheets. There are some things in there that I don't entirely know what they mean. But that's okay because I've played a good bit of Apocalypse World first and second and burned over, and so we will figure it out. It's Saturday as we play this, therefore it is Star Wars Saturday. So I took my Apocalypse World and I shoved it into Star Wars. And the year 2026, in the year of our Lord 2026, I am playing games. All my Star Wars games are going to be set during the Clone Wars. So this is all Clone Wars area. There are people with laser swords and crazy mind powers running around. Uh, we are going to be playing on Saleucami. This is a planet that hasn't received a whole lot of Star Wars canon stuff. There were a couple of episodes of the Clone Wars animated series that took place on Saleucami. Um, Saleucami, during the Clone Wars, the majority of the Clone Wars was under the control of a member of the Confederacy of Independent Systems, the Separatists, known as the Techno Union. You might, if you've seen the Clone Wars movies, remember the guy who had a radio dial on his chest and adjusted his weird robotic voice? He was the leader. Tabor Watt, I think is his name. He's the leader of the Techno Union. So there are some Techno Unionocrats around. We're not playing in a significant city. There's only one city in Saleucami that I see mentioned with any regularity, and that is the city of uh, Tul- Tolucama, although it's spelled differently, so I don't know if they say it differently. We're playing in a planet on a city called Sarnak, which is totally made up. Not Star Wars canon at all. Crazy, but I have a cool map, and that's really all we need to get started with cool map stuff. This is our first full session. We had session 0 last week. I thought maybe we'd get some play in, but it turned out we had so much fun. World building and character building. We That was our play last week. So let's go around the horn and have folks introduce themselves and tell us, just to remind us a bit about your character. We're going to start from the far right hand side of our character keeper, heading leftwise. So that means that Kay, you're up first. Please introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Kay. I use she and they pronouns, and everything I know about Star Wars is all Rich's fault. I will be playing our brain picker, Larid Kono, they, them, it. They're a beautiful, creepy, distracted, hungry kind of person, and they deal with a lot of, well, we haven't played them yet, but they got a lot of fun little weirdo vibes that I'm excited to check out. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Kay. Next up is Mark.
Yeah, hey, I'm Mark, he and them, and I am playing Leonti Saru, who goes they and them. Leonti is our luminous and runs a salon in in town where folks go to see and be seen and learn stuff, and it's just a messy bitch in general, and it's going to be a great time to play.
Thank you so much, Mark. Next up is Steven.
Hi, my name is Stephen. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Varun. And Varun's pronouns are he, him as well. Varun um, went out into the wilderness after some of the devastation happened in the city and kind of lived off the land and picked up, some friends like Dee here, the lost cat, and Kalira, his flying mount. And Varun likes animals probably more than people.
Excellent. Excellent. Then we move further on to speak to Greg. Please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Hey, I'm Greg, he, him pronouns. I am playing Zerek Meruth, the Lawmaker playbook. Zerek is a Runian like Verun. They are the established but not necessarily native species of the planet.
The
Zerek,
first colonizers.
the first colonizers of this pristine world that didn't have any sentient species, so that part's not so problematic. Zerek is the lawmaker holds the temple of Sarnak in his grip and is got a control over the food supply from the algae farms. And it's no one's ever going to question his power. It's going to be great.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at what you just asserted. Andesh, please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Yeah, I'm Anders, he, him. I'm playing Trisun Henge, aka Hatchet, she, her. She's the Harrier playbook. She is the leader of a group of relatives, wives, sisters, daughters, mainly female presenting, um, who were of a group of mercenaries who were lost somewhere in the war, killed or uh, taken as prisoners or something. Either way, they're not here anymore, so we've had to fend for ourselves, and we did that by turning to violence. And everything's going to be fine.
I love this. We're all playing towards fine and in control. I love that. Let's kick off the game with the move that's supposed to happen at the beginning of the session or when there's a break in play. And that is called Live Day to Day. The beginning of the session or when there's a break in play, roll plus barter. On a 10 plus, ask the MC what's free and what's easy. On a 7 to 9, ask what's easy and what's hard. On a miss, ask what's hard and what's impossible. If you're interested in a specific resource, you can ask the MC about it specifically. So that move is something that has existed for a bit in Apocalypse World. Um, I have always found it to be slightly vague, so I am interested to see how it works in play with us. We'll go down the road because there are questions that can be asked. So we'll start on the left hand side of the character keeper with our Harrier. Do you say Tristan or Trison?
Trison, I think.
Okay. Trison, let's see you hit this move. Did you have any specific requests for
Specific resources?
specific resources? Yes.
Um, I think shelter, maybe, if that's on the list.
It is now. Okay.
Cool.
Well, let's
I will...
see you make a roll.
Oh, what? Why
Oh,
didn't
you're gonna
you?
roll
Oh,
2d6 plus barter. Your barter
yeah,
is
I put the text beforehand and before the roll, and that doesn't work
darn
apparently.
it, finicky die roller.
I
Telling
get an
you, bad
11.
juju. Bad juju.
Well, I get a good result. I get an 11.
Oh, fantastic.
So what's free and what's easy?
Everything's free and easy. So we'll say that the at current. Oh, by the way, for those who haven't spied it yet, in the Sarnak larger tab, I have I blew up a piece of the map that is Zarek Meruth's market and the docks. So if that helps folks get a vibe for that. Just because I want to stick you in an area near other PCs, I think that uh, near the small docks, there is an apartment building that Hatchet and do you have a name for your uh
Oh,
unit?
the crew as a whole. I think. Oh, I was thinking of something, but oh, No, I'll come back to you
Okay,
on that.
cool.
I need
Your
to.
gang has nicked this apartment building. The person who was running it uh, disappeared. As far as hold on, I'm go because I love the idea that you're most dumbass. Jetpack is the person who said they disappeared. It's ours now, and there you go. So Jetpack is the person that the rest of the gang is happy with because she got you guys this great place to. By the way, if you see it on the map, um, it's got ocean view. It's kind of
Where
nice.
where was it
Oh,
on
so
the
if you
map?
pop on Sarnak Larger,
Yeah. Oh
it
yeah.
is directly to the west of six being the small docks. There's like a little honeycomb looking area. That is what I'm imagining is the Hab
Oh
complex.
yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and so you guys have shelter, no power at current
Hmm.
to the place. It also has one floor that is just the struts holding it up because a literal missile went through it during an attack a few weeks ago. Um, and you have been told you rolled really well, so it probably won't blow up. But Queen K told you that the missile is still in the building. She's
Well,
found it.
that's super safe.
It's super duper safe. It was found by your most dumbass. Uh, BM 57 ish. Yeah, in
Yeah.
the overall map, that makes sense. And if you go down to, it's like more like P 81 ish in the lower map. That's what I was thinking. That makes sense for folks. Cool. Man, you are sitting pretty. You've got some food that you guys have scored, and things are looking up for Hatchet. Zarek, you also have wealth, do you not?
I do. I have 2d6 plus 2.
Okay, so you're going to need to do the standard move for holding a revenue at the beginning of the
Yeah.
session. If your holding or venue is secure and stable, we'll start
Oh,
off at secure and stable. You'll
okay.
roll plus hard.
I roll plus hard. Okay, then we can ignore that. I was living the good life there. That was doing the day to day. But
Oh, well, the living the good life day to day at a 7. Then we'll figure that out in a second. We'll do wealth right now.
wealth first. Okay, at the beginning of the session, roll plus hard. I have a 0 in hard. -1. Good job, Greg. All right,
Smart way to optimize your choices.
optimize for interesting. That's a 5.
Okay.
On a
So
miss, or if you're holding as Venus in Crisis, all of its once.
yeah, so that means that if you roll well during the session, your hold has all of its surpluses. If you roll okay, you have your surpluses, but one want, and you rolled a miss, which means that all of your wants are in place. So let's talk about those wants.
Hunger and outcasts for my hard hold. There's not enough food and there are too many mouths.
Ooh, cool, cool, cool. Okay, good. So hunger and outcasts are things that we need to play with. I may characterize that slightly differently because I had an interesting idea. Wait, what's the is the rod? Is wait, what
Oh,
are we saying the rod?
outcasts.
Oh, outcast. Yeah, the rod.
Yeah.
There you go. You have a Larod. A Larod has shown up.
Uh,
Veyroon. I believe you have no other start of session moves, so we will just have you start with live day to day.
Perfect. Here we go. Oh, that's a 10.
Wow. And were there any
Oh,
particular? Oh, go ahead.
oh, it's still a 10, but I put a space before my +2 for my
so it's
barter.
12.
So it's really a 12, but it put the +2 in the actual text.
Oh man, this is finicky. We're gonna
Weird.
have to.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to. I think there needs to be on the die roller like a "Here's how you write stuff"
I think it did that, and
instruction.
I'm just not smart enough to figure it out, right? Because it doesn't. I put a space in where it doesn't show a space.
Mm.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
2d6 or hello everyone isn't necessarily instructive in my brain,
Yeah.
so that is a okay. Excellent. So
Yeah.
you are you're doing well. I think Veyroon has you have recently found something in the ruins. I think you recovered some. I like this. If you're okay with this, Veyroon, what you've recovered is a Republic. They when they came during this recent dust up, one of their shuttles went down, and you were the first on the scene, and so you have some gear and some food from that. So you should be living pretty well for now.
And like we talked about before, if you don't mind, can we say that it went down into the submerged area?
100%. Yeah, that's where
Right.
my head was, and I didn't verbalize that correctly. But
Yeah,
that,
good.
yes, it went down in. I think on the shelf where we have the ruined city in the map there, that is submerged. So it's submerged, but it wasn't a deep dive. So people knew about it. You were the first to brave it. Leonti, I don't think you have any other start of session moves, so we will just
Ew.
have you live day to day. And I think your barter's pretty great.
Yeah,
So,
2d6 plus 2 gets me a 5. That
oh goodness.
will do
Well,
it.
that,
What's hard and what's impossible?
yeah, what's hard for you is um, security, and
Hmm.
what's impossible is, well, I don't think that that would be impossible because you're gonna, well, at current, food is
Mm,
scarce. And I think I'll tie that to Zayric's
yeah,
problems because of hunger. So the salon, you guys are without food
of
at
course.
current. That is terrible. Everything's already worse than you guys said. Okay, let's keep going. Finally, Larad, let us have you. I don't think you have any other start of session moves,
I
right?
don't think so either.
Okay, then let's have you live day to day. Roll plus that hefty barter of 2. You guys have so much barter. Why are you blowing these rolls?
9.
A 9. Okay. On a 7 to 9, you get to ask me a question there. What's easy and what's hard?
Hmm. What's easy and what's hard?
What's hard is food. There is a food shortage across the town, across all of Sarnak, except in the compounds around the CIS, the Techno Union. Uh, there a lot of droids there, but also the people seem to be eating well enough. What's easy for you? If you want to work for the Techno Union, credits could be easy for you. You could get some barter if you want, if you're willing to work for them.
Hmm. Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, in fact, uh, Pelric Parasondral. I've clicked on the picture of Pelric.
Hmm.
Is a Gotal. The Gotal is so named because they're like goat dudes. They are Star Wars species who are furry and have goat horns and occasionally speak like that because they were mostly seen in the Clone Wars where cartoonish voices were, the order of the day. Pelric is the ranking Techno Union official in Sarnak, and Kavros Sivamenthak. Kavros is his right hand man. You have heard, Laura, you get to determine how you heard, but you have heard that Kavros is seeking you out.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
let's stick with Larad. Where is it that you stay? If I remember correctly, you were one of the outcasts. So are you hanging out in Zayric's temple?
Yeah, I think he does spend some time in Zarek's temple, but like in the shadows per se, or the non-occupied areas, because he does work for Zarek.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I think there's a chance that maybe I can't put him in the rafters because that's too coded to my other character. But yeah, he's hanging out and he's been listening in to like the psychic maelstrom and thoughts around him, and I think that's how he managed to like pick it all up.
Okay. I don't. So let me ask a question about Larod. Does Larod let it? Do people know where to find Larod, or does Larod just show up when Larod
Um,
chooses?
the right people know how to find the rod.
Well, Kavros maybe isn't the right person because Kavros is seeking you out.
Yeah.
How are you
Uh,
going to deal with that?
uh, I think the rod's gonna go find him.
Cool. Heading off all by your lonesome? It seems dangerous.
Uh, who would I even take with me?
I don't know.
Who
That's a great question. Whoever would you take with you?
whoever would I take with me? Um, Let me look at some questiony stuff real quick. Um, I think since business seems bad right now, I would invite Leonti.
Yeah, I think that sounds great.
I think, yeah, I would invite Leonti. Because you're someone I don't know too much about, and that's interesting to me.
Is there lunch in it for me?
I don't know.
Well, you can promise me.
So I'd like to like put this in a place. I like this conversation as it started, but I,
Hmm.
I think this is at Leonti's
Yeah.
salon. That's where
Hmm.
Larod would find you. Leonti,
Yes,
tell us a
absolutely.
little bit about the salon when it's off hours between performances and the like.
Yeah. It is. In my brain, it's kind of like a modern-ish looking coffee shop, white walls, some plants, wood, reclaimed wood, comfortable places to sit, um, brightly lit, but still kind of like warm and cozy. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
question: brightly lit, like windows, like natural light,
I think
or
there's natural light coming in from above. Yeah,
okay, cool, cool,
yeah,
cool. Excellent. And then Larod, are you the kind that knocks, or are you the kind that just shows up and
oh,
happens to be
no one
there?
has to
Like
knock.
no one
No,
has to knock.
no,
And
Leonti
even
just
if they did, Larod doesn't knock.
yeah,
so Larod, you say we're goers, and Leonti, you asked for lunch. Thank you for letting me put that in
yeah, yeah.
place because I wanted
Yeah,
to
you're
get the
good.
salon envisioned. Cool. Go, proceed.
Food's kind of hard right now.
It is, but it is necessary for everybody.
Mm, How about I'll try to get you food, and if I don't, I owe you one.
I like you owing me one. When do we leave?
Now.
Yeah, I'm ready.
And yeah,
Where
Laura just, oh, go for it.
where are where are you where are you off to?
Was Zarek
Work?
already there, like
Well, you
reclining,
Yeah.
imagine to
or
exit the salon,
I
you
love
have to go
it.
back through the temple.
Yeah.
And Zarek, probably dealing with a whole bunch of hangry people
Hmm.
showing up all at once, but sees Leonti and Larad like leaving. Where are you going?
Oh,
Out.
I'm going out with Larod.
We have business to attend to. Look at all
Oh,
these
it
hungry
will only
people.
take a moment, I'm sure. Larod, we're meeting. Who was it again?
We're meeting, and Larad does like a little like hand gesture of like horns. Kind of like pokes their tongue out as they're trying to remember the name of this person, but are doing some gestures. Uh, Pelric's man.
Why would you? Fine, go, fine. I'll deal with it all myself.
Zay, you're
I
not
don't work for
jealous, are
you.
you?
You don't have me hired right now.
We have problems to attend to, and
Of
off
course
we
we
run
do.
to the trade union.
Well, I don't want to get in your way.
There is a very, very large Runian named Ulrin Chevale. He is speaking down, like because he is about a foot and a half taller than your sister, but also down to Divan. Um, and that is not far from you, Zarek. And he cuts off the conversation by saying, "Enough! I'll speak with you." And he starts stalking his way up the steps. The picture of Ulrin is I am highlighting it on our Google Keeper. He is bald. He is wears many scars that he doesn't talk about, and he is stalking his way towards you, Zarek. He does notice you, Larad, and do just a little half step on the steps to make sure that he does not cross your path directly. We
We're
must
talking.
Ulrin.
speak, Zarek.
We will discuss this later. So Zarek says to Leonti and Larad.
Of course we
Uh,
will.
I think Lared's gonna look at this dude who just rocked up, this giant dude who's so much bigger than him, because I think the rod's maybe like 5 foot something, and just says, "We're talking."
Ulrin's like, wrestler, WWE wrestler, big.
Hmm.
Yes, he's just a big giant fire plug of Runian. And so, Larad, you say that it sounds like, do you want to do anything? You're not making a demand other than let us speak. But if you want to
Yeah,
engage the
essentially, like we're
move,
we're in the middle of like, wait your turn. Yeah, wait your turn.
well, when you demand something,
Yeah,
you engage a move.
yeah,
You
I
demand
do.
something of someone, roll plus aggro. Don't forget in this game, when you roll one of your stats, you mark it. Success or
Yeah.
failure, you
Hmm.
mark it. And then 4 marks get you an improvement point.
Oh, right. So
Oh,
I'll remind everybody a few
thank you.
times because it's a different cadence.
Sorry, I'm having an issue with the thing. There we go. Beep, 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 beep.
Remember, this die roller is new, so it will like you, Kay. It's a different room, so this room will work
Mm,
well for you. I know.
I don't know about that. To be fair, I didn't really give it a chance with a -2. So, because that could have been a better roll if I'd had
Is your randomized name Anvim Boob?
Yep.
Great. You can rename your player profile, but if you want to keep Anvim Boob, you go right ahead.
I'm
That
kind of
is a
keep
terrible roll.
Yeah.
Um, that's fantastic. Um, Ulrin looks down at you, and he does. You don't. Maybe you've seen this before, but you don't have the cultural to know what this is. Zarek, you absolutely recognize this. Leonti, you you make the decision. He does effectively the Runian version of a sign of the cross. It's a little like circle gesture of "May the earth protect me, may Saleucami protect me from this." And he takes like a half step back as if to let you finish your conversation. Larod, did you like make eye contact? Like, how did you confront here? What did that look like to everyone else?
Very disrespectfully mean. I don't make eye contact, just like slightly tilting my head in their direction, not looking away from Zarek and Leonti and being like, we're having a conversation, like, and just dismiss, like, total, complete dismissal, but without, there's an inflection in my voice when I say it. There is no inflection. It's just
Oh, it's very
words
flat.
stated. Yeah, it's
Okay,
very flat.
excellent, excellent. So you deliver that. He seems to give a half step out of giving in to that to let this conversation pass. But in that pregnant moment between him making that decision and what you've delivered, you hear like whispers from someone else in the throng of the farmers who are arguing with Zarik's younger sister, Divan. Divan, I think, has been pretty decent to you, Larod.
Hmm.
Like, friendly, if you recognize such a thing, kind at times. And she is obviously overstressed. People are hungry, people are angry, and you hear all of that. But also, you hear the like worries of someone who has stolen something
Mm.
very important and is hiding it.
Is this a
And
violent situation or
it
non-violence?
is almost a violent situation, Leonti.
Can I use my subtle scrutiny when I enter a non-violent situation here?
You should.
All right. I'm going to roll plus cool then and see what happens.
Get it?
86. 12.
Wow.
On a 12, ask the MC3 of the following questions. What's the biggest danger here to me or the people here?
Ooh. Oh, that is interesting. So the biggest danger, you recognize that while the farmers are angry with Devon, Ulrin, even though he's been cowed a little bit by Larod, he has some urgent matter that he needs to demand of Zarek. That feels like the most dangerous thing here to the group and yourself. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Where are the weaknesses here?
Uh, Devon will not attack these farmers. She will only defend herself.
Mhm.
And the farmers outnumber her significantly. She's actually called off the the rest of her guard to try to deal with them one on one, and it's on the edge of someone just taking a shot at her out of frustration.
And who here is unexpected and might have answers for me?
That's interesting. I've never had to answer this question. Let me think about that for a second. You spot um, a very small, like fist-sized uh, cam droid that's just hovering and observing this and trying to stay unobtrusive in the corners. It's the kind of thing where, the droids be droiding. What are you going to do? Shoot it down and get in a whole lot of trouble? So people have learned to ignore it. But it seems to be interested. That seem like a fair answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. I want to swing back to Larod because I'm supposed to ask, what do you do? Because I did my move of particular. And by the way, ooh, someone did a cool floaty
Oh.
thumb. Thank you. That's awesome. Um, I'm highlighting the person who you pick up their worries and concerns, Larod. Their
Okay, so I was
name,
gonna say, yeah, do I know that?
yeah,
Yeah,
Valine.
Baleen. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna, or Larad's going to utilize, like, we see his hand kind of come up towards his throat a little and sort of press into the skin there. As I'm gonna do a deep brain scan, but I have a whatchamacall, what is this
A
thing called?
device.
Device that allows me to essentially do this at a regular speed. Like I don't
Let me
need to
check in
spend time.
first. Who are you doing a deep brain scan on?
You said I could recognize the person who
You can. Yes, yes. You're doing this at
so
a
them.
distance. Like you don't. Are you doing this at a distance? That's the question I was.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And I have in eye brain lenses.
Okay.
Uh, and so I get to do it at like instead of like a time, I can just do it quickly. So
For the wearer, casually watching someone a moment counts as taking the time to study them. Applies to deep brain scan. Cool.
yeah, so I'm gonna roll some weird.
I'm gonna stick a larger version of that thing down in the
Go for it. Yeah, I don't
okay.
PDF well. Not PDF sheets well. I don't tech well in this sense.
Okay.
I'm old.
No problem.
So please feel free to move things to make it better for you. 11.
11. Wow. So you have definitely deep brain scanned Valine. You have time to study someone. This counts. You read them more deeply than usual. Roll plus weird. Don't forget to mark your weird. On a 10 plus, ask their player. I'm the player of this character. 2 questions.
Hmm. What is your deepest secret fear right now? Or I guess feared, not right now, but yeah.
You catch a memory from Valena, of the announcement from not unlike your accent, but a very flatly delivered droid, a protocol droid, telling her and others from her little coastal district in the tall, um, oh shoot, I just misremembered what it's called, the blocks, tall block, uh, that they are scheduled for evacuation to expand shipping lanes for the factory. That's that fair as an answer to that question?
Yeah. Let me think. The other question I will ask
And
is,
just to make sure, like
oh,
evacuation means no shelter, no access to the community. She and her smaller
yeah,
brother will be out on the streets.
they've been kicked out.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. And she's the one, the thoughts that I was getting from her is she is in a bad way. Before that, the little
Mhm.
feelings, essentially, she's in a bad way.
She's stolen something to
She's
try to
stolen.
solve her problem.
Yeah.
It just brings her other different problems.
Yeah. How could I really get my hooks into you?
Well, she has the thing with her. If you could offer her food or shelter or credits for the thing, there you go. She would owe you big time.
Hmm. So I think it's a little obvious to both Leonti and Zarek that Laird's doing something weird. He stopped like mid the conversation that he was just being like, "Don't interrupt us," and then like, and then all of a sudden you see his eyes kind of get a little like sheeny, glassy, and he's like put a hand kind of against his throat, and there's a pause, and then he'll turn back and look at Zarek. Would you like to hire me?
How are you? It's all a little tight right now, Larod. Um,
I have something, but I can sell it to someone else. But I am on your property.
Flitting about and running off to the trade union. Fine. Yes.
Mhm. What are you gonna pay me?
Food, of course, but it's going to be a little complicated for a moment. We we will all have food soon, Zay
Down
says to
payment.
like the much larger crowd.
Down payment required.
We'll cut away from you there. That's
Yeah,
great. I
go
like
for it.
Yes,
the
yes.
cut away moment. Um, Hatchet, you're standing. You rolled well. You guys, everything is perfect. I like the idea of opening up with you in that area of the building that you guys now own, because possession is 9/10 of the law, and you're in the floor that was knocked down by missile, and we see Verun in the distance, gathering that really good haul out of the Republic shuttle. So we have two PCs in the same scene. Um, when Queen she comes up and says, maybe maybe we can disarm it and sell it. The missile.
Yeah, it would be good not to have it here, but on the other hand, if we touch it, who knows?
Oh, we got
Um,
Jetpack's already talking about trying to take care of it, so we got to do something. We can't just leave it laying.
yeah, that's true. Um, do you know if anyone in the crew has any experience with this sort of thing, or do we need to hire someone?
I could give it a shot. You could tell Queen does not trust anybody else.
Are you sure you're up for it? Because I don't want to get blown up, and I don't want you to get blown up, but you know.
Yeah, maybe the girls should go out to market, and I'll take care of it by the time you get back. As a reminder, Queen is your most ambitious.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I think maybe we try to find someone who is more sure of what they're doing first before we start
I
messing
did
it with
I
ours.
didn't say I can't do it, Hatch. Come on.
I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying maybe in a city ravaged by war, there's someone who has actual experience with uh, diffusing missiles.
Well, then I guess I should find them.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Take I need to check the NPCs. Uh take Bell with you. Um
Belle's just gonna take over.
no
Let me
no,
run
I'm
this.
this is well okay. I need Bell here anyway. We're take Loop. I want four eyes on this.
Okay. Awesome. So let's talk about the impulses of your gang.
Yeah. They are and I checked this and then I
Their impulses are close ranks, protect their own,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when you give your gang an order, if it lines up with their impulses, generally they'll obey it. Close ranks, protect their own. I don't know if that really fits it. But you tell me, do you feel like, hey, go find someone who can disarm this missile so the place that we've taken over won't blow up?
I mean, protect our own. It's removing a threat. So it's not maybe exactly, but
I think it
it's not
fits
far
enough.
off.
So I think Queen accepts, and Queen K and Loop will head off looking for someone who can disarm bombs. But like, they're not gonna make it obvious, of course. That would be a bad idea.
I mean, I kind of assume that this is visible that the missile is here because part of the building was knocked down. So people know it's there. So, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to make it known that we want someone to disarm it.
Okay, cool.
Because if people, I
So
mean,
Queen
if
K says,
people
"Yeah,
have it,
yeah, I won't keep it secret. Um, yeah, I'll get somebody.
yeah,
Loop and I will
good,
find somebody. We got it. We got a hatch."
good. I trust you.
That the quick K likes that. There's a pause, like, all right, rock on, and then she takes off. I have a question.
Mhm.
Um, does Jetpack have a functioning jetpack?
No, no, no.
Okay.
She's always talking about getting a jetpack, but everyone thinks that would be a terrible idea.
I think Jetpack wears a backpack to make sure that she's ready for the weight.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
She has like a little hand trigger thing that was once used on a jetpack. Me and
Mhm.
DeLorean style. It's so
Yeah,
yeah.
I think her I think her husband was in uh or ac yeah, her husband was in the mercenary group, and he was probably had some like Mandalorian ancestry, and she plays up that a lot. Uh yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great. I can't wait to ride that off into the sunset. Fantastic. Great, great, great. Cool. So, Queen K and Loop will head down. I'm imagining that you guys have effectively made one apartment your garage for now. And so they'll head off to get their rides and zip out into the town,
I would
leaving.
like if it's an apartment complex, there would probably be some kind of like
Oh,
parking
yeah.
space
Yeah, that makes
or
sense.
parking area or something. But we'd want someplace secure. So um I don't know if we're like maybe like setting up some makeshift barriers or something, barricades just
Knuckles
to
is working on it.
yeah, yeah.
Knuckles and Hearts have been working on a barricade, and Queen K, Loop, head down and leave you alone for a moment. We jump over to Veyroon. So, Veyroon, you've just recovered a good bit of gear out of that Republic shuttle and pulled it up onto the dock. Your Loth Cat is up on one of the pylons and has been observing, supervising your activities. Um, I think that D approves of the work so far, has no notes for you. Um,
So I think one of the ways I'm getting the stuff up is with forgotten the name. Uh, it's with Kalara, who is the flying underwater creature from we saw on Attack of the Clones, I think. Um, so I basically use her as a lift, and have like nets to get the stuff out. Um, I also did a little bit of random rolling to see what kind of things I might have found. And I've
ooh,
got that. If you want to click on me where I am located, well, you can't tell which one is me. It's around AH88. Um, and I just made some random rolls and then highlighted the ones that I think might be a little bit more seasonable rather than like a bunch of blaster rifles or grenades. There's also consumables. You specifically mentioned food. Um, and then utility items like pouches and canteens and stuff, repair kits, stuff like that.
nice. I like that a
Mhm,
lot.
mhm,
That's excellent. So yeah, you're pulling all this stuff out. There are a few farmers, right? This is docks, not
mhm.
farmers. There are a few fishers who were. How early in the morning do we think this is? Do we think that most of the fishers have gone out and maybe have come back with whatever?
Um, I think that the efficient fishers, the good ones, have already left and they're still out fishing. It's the lazy ones that are left behind.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. I love the idea of some lazy fishers about to head out. Um, and I think that the lazy fishers are led by um, a Twi'lek. Her name is Zarina. I've moved her over into our active cast bit of tabs, and I'm highlighting her. She's heading towards the boat. Their boat is not in great shape, and it's her and a few other Twi'lek. They've gotten a late start. Everyone is out there already fishing, and they stop to watch you pull all of this stuff out. And Za says, "Wow, that's a great haul."
So, the way that I'm getting underwater is I have like an old clone trooper helmet that has like a rebreather in it. And I pull that off and I say, yeah, the good stuff, specifically the food, is left under the water, under the docks, right? And I pull it up close enough. But the things like the canteens and more generic stuff, I think, are what's being pulled up to the dock first. And I think D, the Lozcat's kind of growling a little bit if people get too close. I kind of nod and I say, "Yeah, good haul." I also I think that what I envision is that there's basically a shelf. There's ruins underwater, and then there's like an underwater ocean shelf where there's a big drop off. I think you said something about that before.
Yep.
And um, I think there's a functioning escape pod on this clone Republic what you
A
call
little
it, shuttle.
shuttle. Yeah, the shuttle that went
And
down had like a little.
as soon as I get everything I think I can, I launch it to push it over the edge of the shelf so that everything just goes down and nobody else can get access.
Are we doing that like right now? You're about to pop that escape pod to
Yeah.
shove it out.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. So, like, you have it remoted in, and then
Mhm.
boom, and then we boom, and all these bubbles, right, come up out of nowhere, and the other Twi'leks like jump back, like, oh my god, a monster's coming out of the water. But Zarina, she kind of moves a little bit closer. Her pink Leku, like her mottled pink Leku, twitching a little bit as she steps a little closer. But
I want to
did you do
read
that?
her. I want to
Ooh,
read to see, is she being aggressive or is she just being curious?
you should get a read off of her. Read a
Yeah.
person. So when you read a person, you roll plus sharp.
Okay.
And I guess we're calling this a charged interaction. You feel charged. Sounds good.
Oh, that's a 9.
Okay. Don't forget to mark sharp. And on a 9, you get to ask 2 questions.
Okay. What are you thinking of doing?
She is trying to friendly her way to figure out what it would take for her to get some of what you've got. Um, like a fair trade. She's not looking to rip you off. It doesn't. You can tell from her body language that she's not a menacing person. She's just kind of a fuck up.
Okay. And um, how could I get her to help me sell this stuff? Basically, guard it, get it to wherever I need to sell it, all that.
Oh, offer her anywhere close to a fair share, and she and her kin will jump at the chance to not go fishing. They hate fishing.
I see.
You can tell from the disrepair of the boat. Sorry, I'm trying to lean towards the how can I tell part of all the read questions. It's new for me. Normally I just say the thing, but now I need to like contextualize, which I love
Uh,
that improvement. It's just more work for me. So I'm trying to get those muscles in order. You can tell from the disrepair of the boat, the fact that it's older, that they're already late. Like this isn't a priority to them. It's just their livelihood that they don't do very well. So you give her anything near to a fair. Hey, you need any help? It looks like a big haul, she says again.
yeah. I could use your help. Um, I also get a free question, which is, what does D think of them?
Uh, Dee does not approve of any of them, but Zarina maybe.
Okay. Um, and I think that's how can you tell, right? I don't know if that's not specifically listed in mine, but that
But
might
fair
be,
enough. How can you tell?
yeah.
Yeah, I think Dee has hopped off of the pylon and has come around Zarina and does the tail around the backs of her legs thing.
Okay. And I think I say, I offer, I offer a fair share. I can't do this by myself. Um, that I'll offer a share if we can get it to Zarek's place in order to trade and all of that. They get a fair share of whatever we end up selling it for.
This is great. She very excited about that and says, "Okay, guys!" And she drops into a non-basic language, speaking with her Leku and fluently in their native language. It's a Star Wars, so if you understand it, you just tell me you understand that language. There are no language skills here. I'm just for color. We can have the subtitles. I don't care. But she drops into, I can't remember the name of it, but basically the Twi'lek native language, and they start coming over. They look excited about the idea of not getting on that boat again, and they will start helping you haul things out if you trust them to do the work. It looks like they are ready to do the work for a fair share.
I'm gonna haul it out with the help of Awa and help lift it up and everything. Um, I think I then give Awa a little bit of food for her to go off. She's gonna go to her nesting place,
Oh,
and
Zarina, of
then
course, is this beautiful creature. It gets near. Can I pet him?
no, no, please. They can be very dangerous and they can get hurt as well as you.
Oh, just little scritches, but
Yeah,
okay.
no. But I send her off, and um, as I'm pulling the last of it out, this is where we start to get to the stuff that's worth a lot. I don't know if that's blasters or food or whatever's needed here, but that's where we start to get to the more rich stuff. And I'm hauling it up myself, but I'm leaving them to guard what's left and start packing it up so that it'll be easy to take.
All of these Twi'lek, there are four of them.
Mhm.
They're near Zarena's age, like in human equivalents, like young 20s, the like didn't go to college age and now have a job that they hate kind of vibe, and they are excited about physical activity of lifting and pulling these things out and opening. Oh wow, grenades! Oh man, this is awesome.
We
Um,
we don't need to open it yet. We can open it once we get there. It's getting it to Zarek and making sure it gets there safe.
and Za gets after the guy who was trying to open up one of the crates. Come on, we get paid fair for square work. Let's do it. And she cowls the others, and they will start carrying things towards Zarek. So we could have a scene there, which I'm just gonna bounce right back to Zarek. Larod is moved on. So do you speak with the man, the Runian who wants to speak
Well, no,
with you?
Larod had asked for a down payment from Zarek.
Oh, right. I guess you are going to finish that conversation, even though walking away, now you're walking back. Okay, cool. All right.
I don't have anything for a down payment right now.
Then I can't sell.
We'll talk soon.
May not be there anymore if we talk later. But
Say, if you
okay.
don't have something you can give, maybe a service you can provide. I'm sure there's something. You are a man of means, authority, influence.
It
Surely
sounds
there's
like you're trying
something.
to not
Mm,
necessarily demand something, but reason with
Just encourage. Yeah,
you want to reason with Zarek?
I can go with reason with someone.
sure. What's the
To
move?
reason with someone, this is a cool oriented move.
Oh,
Say
sweet.
what they'll do, what you'll do, and roll plus cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you will, if you can't give something physical, offer a service. Uh, that's a reason. A 10. So on a 10, they have to choose, set reservations aside and go along, or flatly, maybe violently refuse.
Ooh.
Don't
I
forget to
think
mark
Zarek will go
cool.
along,
Yeah, good.
and the service that Zarek mentions, because you did say you were going to go off to meet Pelric?
Mhm.
Elric's man.
Oh, is it Pelric's man?
Man, yeah.
Oh, Kavros?
Hmm.
Okay. I can get you an audience with Kavros. I can ensure that the meeting is amicable.
He wants to find me.
He wants to find you. That's not always a good thing.
Mm. Deal.
And Leonti, I am going to need your assistance with that. We will have another day of salon.
Of
We will
course.
have another moment, another party, another what do you call them, happenings? Uh, and I will make sure that they arrive. But
Oh, but
you will be able to exit the rod if needed.
who's
Mm.
gonna go find them now?
Don't you think bringing them here on our territory would be make them more amenable to any suggestions we might have?
Mm, sure. A little shrug. And how tall is Zarek?
Um, Somewhere between you and our giant Ulurin, you know, like
Yeah, I think we see
5'12", 5'11".
Leonard, Leonard's gonna reach a hand
5'12".
out and grab your little cape thing and like tug on it for you to like bend down so that they can whisper in your ear.
Yes.
Uh, that person there, and he'll give like the direct description, has taken something. They are desperate, they are losing their home, but they have something of great value, but they are nervous. They have a little brother. The thing they have
And
is valuable. I do not
Zarek like
know.
eyes Valine. Um you and mentions to like to Divan, right? My sister. Let her through. Bring her forward.
Bailey's reaction is oh. And then Devon says, come on, this way. And then she seems pretty worried about that. She clutches her little Mester bag. It's a synth leather, and we'll start. For some reason, I was imagining you coming downstairs and then being on like a main level.
Yeah, I
So
mean, that's sort of what the map. There's like a big dais kind of area up front, right?
okay, so Larod and Leonti, you hang out while Zarek has this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Valine comes up. Zarek, what has um Devon told you she suspects Valine of having stolen from you?
One more time.
According to your sister,
Uh-huh.
she believes that Valine has stolen from you in the past.
Oh. Um, Let me look at my surpluses again. Um, so it's there we I run a marketplace and there's a certain uh one might call it racketeering, but it's protection money um, that I extract from my vendors, and it's really a percentage of their sales. And she may have been cooking her books a little bit, is what uh, my sister has told me in the past.
Is that why she no longer has a job?
Yeah,
Like that. Yeah. Yeah, so she cooked the books and Devon let her go. And now Devon thinks, oh, she's going to get it now. Go talk to my brother because he asked for you. So she comes up. She looks worried, tries to seem meek and inoffensive. Yes, yes, Zarek. She keeps staring at your shoes, Larod. Mostly so she won't just gape
Make eye
at the
contact.
beauty of Leonti.
Ah,
So she, Leonti's very, very attractive.
Do I get that it's like a surface thought or something that I just see? Like, do I know that?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think Larad starts to move their foot up Leonti's leg. Like, he watches.
Weird.
so weird.
Love it.
Uh, oh, what's her name again? Valine. Valine, my intuition tells me that you've perhaps taken something from me again.
No, no, I paid for that. I mean, I didn't pay for it, but I lost my job. That's good enough. Listen, I haven't taken anything from you. I swear.
Hmm.
And you could just believe her, or, you try to get a read off of her if you think she's lying. If you think this is a charged interaction, feel
Yeah,
free.
yeah, this is charged. Let me what is read a sitch?
Read a person
Person,
is
sorry.
sharp.
Sharp?
Uh-huh.
I'm halfway decent at that.
You are indeed.
And we see Zarek's miscolored hollow eye.
Don't forget, if you are interested in sticking your nose in things, Larod or Leonti, you can.
Oh, help her interfere, right?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
help or interfere. Yeah.
I think I'll help here
Back
because
someone's play is the new term for helping, which I think is
Okay.
neat.
What does back someone's play do?
You back this a play of someone making a roll plus HX.
Ah,
On a 10 plus, you choose a benefit with the MC. On a 7 to 9, before you choose, the MC tells you what it'll cost you. Decide whether you want to proceed, or if you do, choose a benefit with the MC.
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna try and help because I've already gotten my down payment, but there's other food payments to happen, and so I would like to see this go well because that would be good for me.
and I like that you're distracting with Leonti too.
Yeah, I think that's yeah,
Seems
distract.
appropriate.
So yeah, roll plus
Leonti,
HX.
you're just a prop right now. God, it's got to be so demeaning.
13.
Wow, you're so
Nice.
helpful. Okay, on a 10 plus, choose a benefit with the MC. What are you looking to give a +1 to their roll?
Uh,
Or you
yeah,
want
I
to
feel like
give?
that's
You can also give like more questions. One more
what
question.
what do you feel? Sorry,
Uh,
what feels better to you, Greg? What
sure.
what would you
Let me
like?
go. Uh, hmm. I think a +1
Okay,
because
yeah, I'll do
I
the
I
plus
can
one.
yeah. I get three questions. I probably have trouble picking three to begin with. So,
Okay.
all right, here we go. Well, good news. Even with a +2, I got a 5.
I work so hard for you.
I know.
On a miss, the MC will tell you what. They might have you ask one anyway, but be prepared for the worst. So you may ask one question.
What are you thinking of doing? Why why have you come back here?
Oh, she thinks she's going to make enough money to save herself and her brother, and she's here because you're the richest person she knows to sell you this device that she's now reaching for in her messenger bag to pull out right in front of Leonti and the rod and also uh, Ulrin. And I think, Leonti, you're the one who knows about that little camera that is catching this footage of her pulling out this device from her messenger bag.
Mhm.
No, 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 I didn't steal from you. I swear, I swear. Look, look, look. Uh, it's some kind of droid brain. And you
I would like to
see,
step between her and the camera casually.
Oh,
excellent, excellent. Um, it's it's very valuable. They're still developing it. It's a prototype. It's a learning matrix for tactical droid use. And this is one of the first ones. It allows them to matrix together so battle droids can adapt in real time. Uh, so,
Zarek like takes his gloved hand and rests it across the droid brain and goes, ah, "You know our laws. You know our laws. No droids, only honest labor. But you can honestly labor for me again. Your stall will be just as it was. This is what I offer in trade. A chance to improve yourself, feed your family."
uh, uh, and the rod, you hear, this is a bad deal. This is a bad deal. This is the worst deal. He's just letting me have my stall back. This is terrible. I can't. Okay, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? I can sell it to someone
Larod
else.
does the thing where he pulls on the cape again for Zarek to bend lower so that I can whisper. And it's like it's so soft. It's disquietingly soft.
And then she
Uh,
turns and starts running down the stairs as fast as she can.
oh, she was going
Do
to
I
run.
give the Zord? Do I have the droid brain in my hands though?
No, no, she like
No.
showed it to you, and you like had it, and she snatches it away, shoves it into her little messenger bag, and then just takes off running as fast as
Rod,
she can.
not now. Shoot her.
Oh
That's what Say says.
Amazing. I think you are ordering people with
Yes, I am.
leadership.
Leadership.
So when you give your gang an order, if it lines up with their impulses, what are the impulses of your gang?
Close ranks and protect their own.
So I don't think it lines up with
Do
their
we have the
impulses.
same gang instincts, Hatchet?
I think we
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
Maybe there are enough
We hate
juicy
each other
hot
because we're the
impulses.
same.
Maybe it's a thing where, oh, you guys are so much the same.
We're
I
so much
do think
alike.
you'll need to, it doesn't line up.
No, I don't think
So
this does.
it's out of line with their impulses. Roll plus hard.
Roll plus hard. Actually, I think I'm good at that.
You are
No, I'm
not.
terrible at that. I'm terrible at that. Okay,
You
good.
are optimized to be a good leader, he said
Shoot her.
facetiously.
Oh, good. That's got a 10.
Fantastic.
Finally rolling correctly.
Okay, on a 10 plus, they snap two, and you take plus one forward into whatever you're having them do. That's awesome. Um, I think you say shoot her, and as she's running by, Devon shoots her right in the back. She's running away, and Devon just pulls out her heavy blaster pistol. It's a DL-44. She boom, lady. She falls and skitters across the temple floor, and she's dead.
Zarek makes his way down, pushing people aside. Please clear out. There will be food later.
We'll cut away from
Yes.
that to Hatchet. So I think to determine if you can find someone who can disable this bomb, I'd love to engage with the move drop jingle.
Hmm.
Because you got to hire somebody, right? So you're going to
Yeah,
drop jingle.
yeah,
You're doing it indirectly, but
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
can act for your gang. You have stats, they don't. So let's have you drop jingle. When you drop jingle to buy something, when you cruise a marketplace, roll plus barter.
Cool. So I have a 2 in barter.
You guys are all barterific.
Yeah. 2d6 plus 2. That is an 11.
Wow, that's fantastic. You don't mark barter because it's not a stat.
Yeah.
10 plus your trading partner are the people of the marketplace and consider you to be both rich and powerful. So we see a little scene of Loop and Queen K cruising the market, and they make it known. Hey, we've got this apartment complex. We've got a bomb. We are looking for someone who can deal with it. And That's when Audric Hulvin, a human, he says, I could help you with that. That was a Republic missile. He like lists off exactly what the missile designation was. He says, you give me a place to stay. All I need is one of them apartments for a little bit. I'll make sure nobody blows up. And Queen K thinks, I've got it. It's awesome. And she's going to bring. So we have a little bit of time pass. Where do Queen K, Loop, and this new guy, Audric, where do they find you? And what are you up to when she returns with this plan?
I think I'm out working with Knuckles on the barricades. There's probably another couple of gang members there as well, trying to like make sure they're sturdy, that it's not, yeah, well, that it's a proper hindrance to anyone trying to get in.
Nice. Nice. So this guy, Audric, who's in what what used to be like he used to be part of the Sarnak militia. He Do you recognize? I don't. What was Hatchet married, or was she just part of the crew?
Um,
Married, involved with any of the mercs, or just involved with this putting together this gang after the
no,
fact?
no, no. She's related as well. I think. Yeah, I think her wife was one of the mercenaries.
Nice. You've been around military folk. You can tell how
Yeah.
they have stood at attention long enough that it is just ingrained, and you can see it in his posture. He's
Hmm.
military, not
Yeah.
long military, not like super long retired, but like recent military, and he's human. So yeah, and I think you catch off of the tatters of what was his uniform. He was Sarnak. He was part of the planetary military that was disbanded due to the techno union saying, "Yeah, we've got you. We'll take care of your security. You are no longer needed. It's more efficient this way." So he comes up and, oh, you're gonna, you guys took over this place.
Yeah, need a place to stay and park our wheels.
I need a place to stay. Ah,
That can be arranged.
so you got a missile that's a bit of ordnance. I could take care of that.
Yeah, that would be real helpful. We can stay here.
Good, good. Okay.
And Hatchet is thinking like, yeah, if he wants to stay here, then he also wants to do a good job. So it's kind of it's a bit of insurance. Like he's not going to
It's not gonna screw you.
he wants to be careful with a.
And he wants it out of barter. Like that's all he's asking for. He's
Mhm.
asking for a place to stay, and he says, "Okay, I'll get to work on it." Um, just if you want to go away for a bit, if you want to stick around, that's your call. I could take care of this. I am going to be dealing with a missile that could take out this whole Karking building. So you trust me to do it? I'll go up and do it. If you want your people to take some space, so I'm the only one at risk, that's your call.
Um, do you need a helper or is this a one-man job?
Everybody that helps me might die too. I can
Yeah,
do it on
but
my own, but if you want somebody to watch me, fair enough.
I'm just in case you need someone to fetch and carry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He
I
thinks
will.
just like you can read, he thinks, oh, she doesn't trust me. She's going
Yeah,
to
yeah,
stick
yeah,
somebody to watch me, and he doesn't seem to care. Like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's fine with me.
And it's partly that, but also partly it's I don't want to leave him alone with all our stuff. Not
Uh-huh.
that we have
Yeah,
that much stuff,
absolutely.
but you know,
He reads that situation absolutely. He wouldn't have trust you either. You just met him. He gets
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. But also he could genuinely need help. Something could happen, and he might need someone. I think I'll tell Hearts um, to keep an eye on him and give him a hand with whatever he needs.
Fine.
Just
Doggone it.
try not to get blown up.
No plans. What? Oh, no, I just moved in. I'm gonna work on it now. Uh, and then he'll start heading up the stairs. There's no power in this building at all,
Yeah.
so nothing works. But
Mhm.
it is a shell of a place that you can live. And if
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
batteries and stuff, you can make it work. So he'll
Yeah.
head up. Do you want to head out?
Yeah, I think we will, because there's a food shortage,
Mm-hmm.
but we have vehicles, so we can at least get out of the city. So I think we will make a brief sortie out into the countryside just to see if we can scrounge something up, or if someone has enough to share,
Oh, that's
voluntarily or not.
I like that. I like that a lot. So let's follow that. You head out. Are you taking everybody but Hearts then?
I think, yeah, I think we do. Heart stays behind, everyone else goes.
Yeah, Hearts. We see Hearts watching from that same space that you were looking down at Veyroon as all of. Were you going with the Harridans for your gang's name?
Yeah, yeah.
So the Harridans all on your motorcycles,
Hmm.
zipping out and heading out past the city outskirts into. There's it's not fully functioning, but there's a wall, so you like pass through
Hmm.
gaps in the wall as you head out into the area that is farmlands. That's cool. I love that scene. Let's cut back to Veyroon. You're headed towards Zayrix, right? With all the stuff that you have?
That's right.
Cool. So, uh, you and a pack of Twi'leks who've become your best good helpers are carrying in a good haul from that Republic shuttle. Um, and one of them is telling the others, like in basic, joking about how, yeah, if that escape pod hadn't gone off and we lost that shuttle, we probably could have gone and got more stuff. Carrying the big crates, they're excited about that. One guy says, "Oh, I can hold my breath real long. I'm going down there. I'm going after it." And they're joking and following you into where there's a dead lady in the temple.
On the steps outside
On
the
the
temple.
outside the temple. Yeah, they've drug her, but no, she's the blood pool is spreading, and yeah, you heard the blaster shot just moments ago, Veyron. Um,
I pull Zarina off to the side, so we're kind of against the wall, to make sure it's clear because I don't know what's happening. Um, and I kind of look around the corner. I see the dead body right in front of Zarek's place, and I say, "Stay here." And so I'm carrying a pack as well, and I take my pack and I walk up to the front where Zarek is, and I'm like, or where, to the entrance to kind of peek up and make sure everything's okay. Can I see anyone whenever I poke my head inside?
yeah, so Leonti, Larod, af as this mess is going on, do you guys pull a fade? Are you sticking around to see what's up? What are your plans there? Because if I remember correctly, you may get an audience. Zarek was offering that.
I'm curious to hang around and see what happens.
Okay. Well, then you're
Unless
around
Larod
and
pulls
you
me away
see
somewhere.
Zarek trying to keep the peace. People are upset.
Oh yeah.
She was known. Hey, somebody you just shot Valine, and you can tell like they're going to do something about this. They were already about to pop off, and now Divan has just murdered one of them.
And Zarek goes over to her body and he holds up this droid brain. There are laws. This is the law manifest. No droids honest work. She sought to automate this work, to control the food, to give the droids power here. I'm gonna try and invoke the law.
Yeah, do it.
Hey, I'm terrible at this too, y'all. Roll plus weird.
What are you good at? Two and
I'm really
cool.
good at acting cool. I'm so good at acting
You're
cool.
so
I'm trying
cool.
to get that through on the other moves. Um,
It's
okay.
working. Ish.
So when someone breaks your laws, roll plus weird. Get a 6. Um, on a miss, or if you are unable to obey the law's requirements. Oh, okay. Allows you to choose. Uh, oh no. Oh, okay. That's weird. Um,
The law speaks to you. When someone breaks your laws, roll plus
it's
weird.
weird.
On 10 plus, the law allows you to choose. On a miss, or if you're unable to obey the law's requirements, responsibility falls to you, and you must. That's weird. I'm not sure what that entirely means. But um, on a miss, responsibility falls to you.
You must
Like you have
pay
to
the
take
penalty.
responsibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the penalty?
Well, I think I this is sort of retroactively trying to provide law.
Yeah.
For her, it was death was the penalty. Um,
Well, it's silly for you to pay the penalty. It doesn't make sense, like, at
Um,
all.
you could literally pay like Weregild or something like that to those who are upset.
Hmm.
So you could say
oh
a week's
yeah,
ration for those she was responsible for.
Yeah. Or like say like, it's my responsibility.
Mm.
If I was a better leader, she wouldn't have brought this automation to us. I will take on the
uh, okay, and that's me paying the price symbolically,
yeah. So what would be the penalty for someone bringing in automation?
right? They'd be outcast. I would
Mm.
say would probably be. Um, so maybe the laws actually have to have a penalty assigned to them when you write them.
Yeah, because if you look at that move, it's like, oh, you can let somebody off with a warning instead of the penalty, or reduce
Right,
penalty, or
instead of the
reprieve.
penalty. Okay, I can look at my laws again and write something up. Um, yeah, so I'm holding up the droid brain. She would have brought automation. She would have brought ruin to us, and so she had to die. But as reparation for her troubled people, we will we will ensure that they are fed first, and we will ensure that the what is it that they're gonna level that sector,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tall block was
the
being
tall block. Yeah, we will protect the tall block, and we will lobby for its protection. We will not let them take that land. That land belongs to us, the Runians.
And as you say that, I step up and I reach into the pack and I put down one ration and like a grenade. And I say, "We have business to discuss." And I think this is enough. Like they see food.
Yeah.
This is enough to cause everyone to kind of get real serious. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
look at that. Ah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think for a moment, second unit director that caught a reaction shot from the Twi'lek where Zarek was claiming everything for the Runians, and the Twi'leks are all looking at each other like, "Damn, these fucking
Yeah, right, of course.
Runians." Cool. Yeah, you take it upon yourself. You're offering to protect tall blocks so the other people won't be displaced. That's totally gonna win them over, and their retort was going to be, "But what about food now?" And Varen has just shown up,
Yep.
and some of the
So showed up with
farmers
food.
start moving over, and one of them says, "Look at that! It's got Republic markings on that package."
That's
Oh,
right. It eats.
yeah, yeah, that's good. That can help us out. And um, Zarek, that's when Urin takes hold of your arm and says, "That's what I'm trying to talk to you about, Zarek. If you weren't killing our people and would listen to me."
Tried to tell me that there's Republic credits in
They
the
shut
water.
down the algae farms. They're trying to automate, more efficient. They're
They're
taking it
trying to
away
shut
from
down.
us. That's when we cut
Yep.
to Hatchet heading out into the farms, and you see that a few shuttles are landing. Um, sorry, the Union, Techno Union ships. They have the symbol, and if you take a look in the maps tab, there's that kind of looks like oddly Star Trekky Enterprise kind of thing with that big sun-like circle on the side, and there are these harvester bots that are being erected to automate the farming to be more efficient. Um,
Are any of the farmers around?
the farmers, most of them are Zarek, but there are some farmers who a number of battle droids have are warning away. Stay away, stay away. This is for your protection.
And the farmers don't look too happy, I assume.
No, no, this is literally came out of nowhere. From the sky, the farms are being taken from them. They are upset and on the verge of doing something violent about it. It
Hmm.
will not go well for them
Yeah.
if they do.
So is this like a handful of battle droids, or is it like
It's a squad. It's just a squad.
well, that's nothing. Um,
Yep, Jetpack agrees. She's drawing out her blaster.
let's let's make sure we get something out of it first. Uh, and I'm going to roll up to whoever's among the farmers, whoever looks like they have some sort of authority or anything like that. Anyone who looks older or something that the others seem to defer to.
Yeah, okay. Seems like you want to get a wow, somehow I accidentally moved the PCs tab way off to the left. Okay, I'll move it back. You
Or
want to get
actually, are we entering into a non-violent situation here, maybe?
it is at the moment non-violent, but it is
Yeah.
definitely charged.
Because then I have chaotic presence when you and your gang enter into a non-violent situation. Roll plus hard. So I should probably do that because things could
Pop
go.
off. Let's do it.
Yeah,
This move's
cool. So I
dope.
mark hard when I roll it, right?
Correct. Regardless of the result, you
Cool.
mark hard
Yeah.
when you roll it.
That is a 12. This dice roller is great. I don't understand why
Why
anyone
does
would
everyone else
complain.
hate the thing that does well for you? Okay, on a 10 plus, choose one or two. One or two.
Yeah, someone here again picks a fight with someone here. Someone here owes something to someone in your gang. Someone in your gang wants to help to save someone here. Someone here has a loyalty testing connection with someone in your gang. Someone here is so afraid of someone in your gang that they abruptly leave. Someone here makes a huge show of welcome. Oh, show of welcome to someone in your gang. Yeah, we'll take that one. Someone here makes a huge show of welcome, and someone in your gang wants to help or save someone here.
Awesome. Ulasha Raynur is one of the farmers here. Um, on the outskirts. And she recognizes exactly how dangerous a squad of battle droids are to regular farmers and sees you as a potential way to solve for this. She also recognizes any solution right now is only a right now solution. But she will welcome you, hoping like that the threat of you will change and tilt this situation. So Ulasha, she raised her arms, hatchet, hatchet, and she points at one of the battle droids, like right in its optics, and says, "These are our friends. You need to talk to them." And so one of the battle droids has a slightly different set of paint over its head. It must be the leader. Roger,
Mhm.
Roger.
And someone in your gang wants to help or save someone here. Ask the
Yeah.
MC who and how far they'll go.
Jetpack. She'll shoot all these battle droids a lot with her rifle.
Oh, she has a soft spot for the farmers. Hmm.
She does. She has a soft spot for these farmers.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just walk up to the whoever seems to be the sergeant or whatever of the battle droids. Um, and just assume that at least some of the gang is following behind. If nothing else, they're standing like behind me with the wheel bikes, and yeah, I think I will say, um, seems that you're trying to steal food and work from these farmers here. We don't
We've
take
been
too kindly to
ordered
that.
We've been ordered not to steal food, but to increase food production through efficiency. You're welcome. Please stand down.
I'm not going to stand down. You're going to stand down. This is not your food. These are not your
I
farms.
don't care. I don't even eat food.
Well, maybe there is something else here that you care about, and I'm going to like not draw, but like shrug a little bit to indicate the blaster carbine on my back.
Ooh. Okay. So you're threatening, you're demanding something,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Fantastic. I am so excited to see you roll plus aggro.
Roll plus aggro. I am good at aggro. Let's see if I am due for a correction here.
Been bragging about this die roller. It's going to betray you now.
I rolled a 12, so no.
Gosh, it did not betray you. It is steadfastly excited about you being successful. I think it's
Yeah.
your crazy avatar that makes you a great die roller.
Yeah, and I wish I could change it, but you can't. So,
Not yet. That is a future development. I've actually spoken to Jay like, oh man, I want to change my avatar. And he
yeah.
said, down the road, future development. Awesome. So going aggro on someone or demanding something, you demand something and someone roll aggro. On 10 plus, they have to choose give in to your demand, push back hard. Uh, so there's a moment where the little battle droid, you hear the little hum of its
Mhm.
antenna going off. It says, please excuse me, I'm having a secret conversation. Why do you counter propose?
Is it talking to me?
Mm-hmm. The secret conversation was actually silent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it
sorry.
looks
Um,
it lifts its head as if talking to you and says, "What is your counter proposal? We are supposed to clear these fields."
my counter proposal is that you leave and you don't get blasted to bits.
I'm sorry, I can't accept that. Please leave. And then it lets off like this little dial tone sound, and all the battle droids start pulling up their little battle rifles to aim at you. What do you do? They're
I
going to suck it up and push back
am
hard.
Yeah, I am going to shoot the Sergeant Battle Droid with my wrist caster, which is something I found on Wikipedia. It's kind of a, if I understood it correctly, it's kind of a wrist-mounted crossbow thing.
That's wicked.
Uh, so I'm hoping to get the element of surprise there. I don't know. I don't think that matters, but it's
It does. You go to get the first wave of attacks because you successfully
cool.
demanded something of them.
Cool. So what do I roll
Yeah,
now?
you are
Is
now
this?
going to go into doing some battle. If your enemy is able to defend themselves or fight back, roll plus hard. On any hit, you inflict harms established.
Yeah, and that's two harm. And I think this is the same thing with the gang. They are also going to use those and their hatchets, which is our like hand weapons. We're not using the blaster carbines because they have we don't have a lot of ammo for those.
Are you
Um,
sure? Let's see how well you roll, because someone is a dumbass and may waste your bullets.
yeah, that's fine. Then she'll do more damage or whatever. I don't
Darn
know.
right she will.
So this is plus hard, so I have a plus two. That's an 11.
Jeez.
These dice are crazy. They're mad.
They're
Mad, I tell
crazy,
you.
man. I love it. So you get three options.
I actually get one more. When you
Oh,
attack or do battle on any hit, you get plus one choice because we are
you're
battle skilled,
battle
or I am
skilled.
battle skilled.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. So do battle. I'm going to suffer little harm.
Smart.
Um, and let's see, get them out of our way, inflict terrible harm, and get one more. Um, I guess impress, frighten, or dismay.
Amazing. So yeah, they do they all at the same time lift their little battle rifles and start to aim them at you, but you guys had the drop on them, and then crossbow bolts and wrist bolts are going left and right. One of them goes down, firing up into the air, and one of them, the head, he's hit right in the eye, and he starts looking around, screaming for help. And then the little sergeant is the guy who hasn't been hit yet, and he calls a retreat. They are scared of you and are now heading towards the big ship that brought the harvest droids. We've delivered the droids. That's all we have to do. He now changes his orders and heads towards the ramp. Um, Jetpack is going to ride right up that ramp into the harvest droid because that looks amazing and terrifying. What do you do?
Uh, I think, well, they are they running away and taking off, or are they just retreating to the
They're running away with the intent of taking off.
yeah. Um, we don't really have any heavy ordnance, anything that I think can do real damage to the ships.
Yeah, the moment that they close that ramp, this you guys are at a significant disadvantage.
Yeah. But since he had his secret conversation, there are already people elsewhere who know about this. So I don't think stopping them is a high priority. I think I just try to bring order and like cease fire, let them run, and
Awesome.
hope that
Jetpack is
even
headed right for
Jetpack
that ramp
listens.
as the others are checking on farmers who were beaten up by some of the battle droids, and you see Jetpack has drawn out. Let's see, what other weapons do they have? You guys have clubs and Wicked nice. So I think yeah, she's got a club. She clubs one of the battle droids right in the back of the head. Ow! And she's going to ride up the ramp. Uh, what do you do? As you tell everybody else to stand down, but the most dumbass of your group is not yet stood down. She's all fired up. Her blood is up. What do you do?
I kind of just want to let her go, but
You totally can.
no, I think jetpack. We've made our point. Come back.
Sweet. It sounds like you're trying to engage your leadership reluctantly. So let's
Yeah.
have you um, see if she'll follow your order. Roll plus hard.
Roll plus hard again. Let's see. I should have marked it before. Yeah. Hard.
Jeez. 3 ticks, you're gonna get an improvement in the first session.
Oh, I only get an 8. This is
Only an
not
8. Week 8 with your leadership. Okay, awesome. On any hit, they follow your order. So she will careen and like pull a Yui there. Oh, she does the Akira thing, like the lays the wheel down and it skids a little bit on the ramp and zips back up before she falls to skid away. But on a 7 to 9, let's see, they follow your order. And oh, that's it. Yeah, it's just they do the thing, and on a 10 plus, you get a +1 into do
Oh,
whatever
okay.
they're having you do. Um, yeah, and I think what happens is she zips down, and as she's coming back towards you, the little sergeant is he pulls this little blaster rifle and he shoots and hits. He wings her right before the ramp. So that's the mixed success is that she takes a shot and is now heroically wounded. We'll cut away from Hatchet to back to the temple. Larod and Leontia, I feel like we've kind of danced around you for a little bit, so I want to focus on the two of you as Eric has laid down the law and Varen's shown up with some Republic rations. What are the two of you doing?
So how is the crowd responding to that drop of off of stuff?
Um, they're appeased by the food. So as long as Veyroon and Zarek are together on this, the farmers will abide for a little bit. If they do not mention the things that are happening with Hatchet, it seems like only Uren is aware of that problem. So,
Um, sorry, I'm just looking at a move because I'm trying to decide how do we feel about in-brain puppet strings on PCs? That feels like that might be a line. Or like,
well, one thing about in-brain puppet strings is it is a highly interruptible move.
you know.
So if we do decide to engage with it, you need to let everybody know, hey, this is a thing I'm going to be doing, so they can interrupt you if they wish. Um, you also
And what
need
exactly
time
does
and
working on
opportunity.
someone look like?
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
to get time and opportunity to work on
Yeah.
somebody.
Because I'm wondering if or my thought process was is this whole time or the part time while they're in the background slash this is all going on. If if I could puppet strings Veyron, or at least start attempting to.
Um, I think you can try, sure. So it takes a little bit of time, and uh, you have to be close.
Hmm.
Um, and what does this seem like?
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
Rod, do you let Leonti know that you want to do this or need to do this, or do I get an impression that this is a thing that you do often, or
I
is it
think
something that would tip me off, I guess?
I guess I don't know if it would tip you off exactly what he's doing, but you know he's doing one of his weird things because he started to do the thing where he touches around a certain point on his, frame
Right.
and his eyes go that kind of glassy, like
Mhm.
not there.
I think that I'm going to I'm going as like the sort of hubbub is happening. I make my way down to the dead woman, Valine, who was shot,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like make a look around to like make sure people are looking at me, and like throw myself dramatically at her feet, and just like throw my head back, and like who are flying back there, and just like wailing like, how can you be so concerned with your, we are all hungry. I am hungry. Look at me. I'm wasting away. And we need to put aside our differences and mourn this woman for at least a moment. And I'm using incandescent, making a show
Amazing.
and display of passion.
Yes.
And I am exempting Larod from that, so that Larod has a moment to do whatever weird shit they're gonna do, while everyone is focused on my display of drama.
That's amazing.
And I don't think there's a roll or anything involved in
No,
that.
it just
No,
happens.
just I'll have to deal with your
I
insufferable
mean, it is
agony.
interruptible. There's no
It is
die roll for
interruptible,
you.
yeah.
It's interruptible,
Yeah.
but
Yes,
I don't
yeah,
think any. The only person who would interrupt it would be Veyroon or Zarek, and you guys okay
So
if this just happened?
Veyroon, his perspective, he is very interested in putting the screws on Zarek to get as much out of this communication as possible, which is why he tossed down the weapons and the food to get everyone's attention, and he's talking in public.
Mhm.
I think you also get a sense that Larod, as you start working on him, he will you will make an enemy if he finds out that you're messing with his head.
Mm.
That's fair.
Yep.
Zarek is trying to conduct business here. Leonti,
How
there
can you
will
think
be
about
time.
business at a time like this?
There will be time, Leonti, to mourn. She had been torn astray by the trade union and
Are
their
you trying
ways
to
of.
interrupt, or are you just so
Um.
clear with Zarek here? Are you
Well.
trying to interrupt this action? The reason I ask is if
Yeah.
you aren't, and you weren't chosen to be able to do anything but watch.
Mhm.
Right. Right. So I
You can't upstage poor Leonti once they
no
get.
no no no. I'm mostly just playing out Zarek's frustration with Leonti's antics here.
You're being a foil to my
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
increase
And
that.
then I think probably by the time I realize that Veyron's eyes are rolling back in his head, it might be too late.
Okay. And then, Varen, do you want to interrupt Larod's attempt to plant in brain puppet strings?
I don't know that I would have any idea what's happening. I
Well,
think
it's
I
a
would.
highly interruptible move, so I
Uh-huh.
don't want to I don't want us to ignore the mechanic that this is an interruptible thing because we're not sure about the narrative color
So
of
let's
it.
just let me understand a little bit what highly interruptible means and what it looks like to Veyroon as Larad is doing this. I mean, if she steps up and puts hands on his forehead, Star Trek style, then I
Right.
think that might be an interruptible thing. But if highly interruptible means it's obvious, then I think that definition changes.
When you make a highly interruptible move marked with an asterisk, announce you're making it and explicitly give everyone a chance to interrupt you. Otherwise, they can call a do-over and retroactively interrupt you if they want, even after play's continued on.
I
So,
mean, the way I see this is that it's not necessarily that you're fighting back consciously. It
yeah,
could just be that you're reacting to someone interfering with your mind, and
yeah.
that doesn't have to be like you know who is doing what. That can just
I
be
see.
something you do.
So yeah, Varun would consider this to be an aberration, and he's used to training animals or communicating with animals in that in a subconscious kind of way, in a natural kind of way, and would object to whatever's coming across.
Okay.
So
Then
so I think that
to
that means yes, I would be interrupting.
okay
What would I interrupt with?
to interrupt someone, you roll plus HX.
Okay. Let's see. My HX. Laurenti is +1. Okay.
With
Laird,
Larod, but you're still
Rod.
+1.
It's still plus
Oh.
one, yeah.
Yeah, it's your HX with the rod.
Okay. I got a 3.
That's terrible.
Yeah, what does that mean?
On a miss, you still interrupt them, but the MC chooses the most suitable. They see what's happening and can change course smoothly. They take +1 to their next roll against you. I feel guilty, but I'm going to choose they take a +1. The rod gets a +1 to. You recognize this, Veyroon, for a moment on a subconscious level, but you've learned that, hey, it's not so bad. The
Okay.
animals eventually learn the right thing to do, and then there's harmony. So, Larod, you may now roll to plant in brain puppet strings on Veyroon. Roll plus weird.
Does that,
Yeah, go.
yeah, I was gonna say, does that happen though? Because it got interrupted?
That's a great question. I am saying that. Wait. Let me. On a miss, you still interrupt them, but the MC chooses the most suitable. So I think. Note that interrupting someone who's interrupting you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't move.
Yeah, it sounds like it cancels the action.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds like it cancels the action, so it doesn't
Okay.
happen.
So but you will get a +1 to your next roll against
Any kind of roll. And then I
Yeah.
guess here's my other secondary question. Does Veyron know this was Laird or no?
I think no, because of the miss. I think if it were a success, maybe he would have an inkling.
Okay.
So you get near, you think about it, but Veyroon is used to trading animals, and you feel a bit of resistance, a bit of pushback.
Too much resistance. And then as Leonti is doing the performance, can I add to it as I come back to myself and I say, this action has twice orphaned a child?
Sure.
So that's what he comes back to.
Veyroon, you stuttered for a moment there.
Do
Are you
not use
offering
your
this
do not use your tricks on me.
to me?
To you, yes. There's no one else I'm in combat in
Yes.
negotiation with.
What
Oh,
would
and I
you
think at
like?
that point I
Yeah.
holler down to is it Zara? Zarina. I holler down to Zarina for them. It's safe for them to come in, and they come in with more and more packs.
Nice. More stuff, more things, and people loving Veyroon, Zarek. They're very happy. The farmers are coming around,
Veyroon,
and
I run a marketplace. You are welcome to freely trade these goods here, as all others.
I find things. I don't sell things. You sell things. I'll take a cut.
People don't understand how a marketplace works. Fine, I will sell these. What is your price?
I keep 70%.
70%.
If
Why
I
not
walk
run
out,
your
you
own
have nothing.
stall? I only ask for 5 off the top of all trade that happens here. You would make more money selling it yourself, Veyroon.
I turn to Zarina and I say, would you and your people like to have a stall here that Zarek will provide as his 5%, and you will take the remaining 20%, 25% as your cut as you sell these items?
Zarina looks at Fred and has a quick little conversation. Yeah, let's do that. We were fishers this morning, and now we run a marketplace.
I thought it might be good employment for you. Zarek, that makes you happy? You get 5%, and Zarina's clan gets the remaining 25%, and I get 70.
Rabana's gonna be
Your
so
particular
pissed.
cut of whatever market stall you run is fine by me. I take my 5.
Uh, your sister Zarek is getting some of the people to carry away the dead body.
Dead body. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
We'll
and I
mulch her. What? It's algae
Um,
farms. You have to feed them
yeah.
somehow.
yep. Yep, the death must be paid. I feel like that might be where we bring the session to a close because we have some end of session stuff to do.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. At the end of every session, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna read this out. Then we're gonna take like a 2 minute. I need a quick bio. Then we'll come
Okay.
back and we'll talk about the session. So at the end of every session, each of you will choose a character who knows you better than they used to, and you tell that player to add +1 to their HX with you on their sheet in the character keeper. If more than one character knows you better, choose at most 2. That's a new thing. If nobody knows you better, choose a character who doesn't know you as well as they thought, or anybody you want, and you tell them to take a -1 with their HX with you. So do consider that, and we're going to take a quick break. All right, we are going to do our HX adjustments for folks. So we'll start from the right-hand side of the character keeper. Larod, who knows you better?
I think Leontes.
Yeah, yeah, it makes totally sense. So Leonti add +1 HX with the rod, and we'll move to Leonti. Who knows you better?
I think Larod does because I back their play and they kind of like know how that works.
Fantastic. Veroon, who knows you better?
I'm torn. I don't know if Larod got anything out of the attempt. If that's not the case, then I think no one knows me better because during the negotiations, I think I blamed Zarek for, influencing me. So I think Zarek would get -1.
Okay, there you go. Zarek, who knows you better?
Oh, so I take -1 with Varun?
Correct. You take a -1 with HX with Veroon.
Okay. I think Varun knows me better. I think Varun called me out on the on like, you know, it, brought me the stuff to trade and yeah.
I agree.
So +1 to Varun.
Hatchet.
Yeah, I think this depends a little bit on when we pick up next session, because Zarek may know me better if he hears about what happens
Yeah.
with the farmers.
Let's just say
Uh,
that. Let's say that to be true.
cool. Then Zarek knows me better,
And you're a problem.
Indeed.
and that puts you at
Oh,
a
does that
plus.
push me over?
Yeah, I think so.
You can't have 4,
Or
right?
it rolls over
Correct.
on 4.
To 0?
One.
Rolling over HX.
To 1. Okay.
Whenever your HX with someone reaches +4, either during a session or at the session's end, 3 things happen. First, reset it to HX +1. Next, mark 1 improvement.
Oh, well, thank you, Hatchet. I'll find one of those. Oh, you mark 6 improvements, then you get an
Yes.
advance?
Yeah, so
Oof,
mark
okay.
an
Yeah, okay.
XP. No, yeah, mark an XP. Mark an improvements confusingly written, and I may have copied that
So
out
maybe
of
improvements should be advances.
You're not going to take an advance. You're going to basically mark one of your improvement XP. You should mark an XP, not a mark, but one of the 6 that you need.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay.
mark an
Got it.
improvement.
Okay.
It's technically an improve. It's called improvement. I find it a little confusing, but that's fine. I'll get used to it. And then a third thing happens, which is that you get to ask or tell them what's a secret I've learned or realized about you? I'm more open to you than I was. You gain +1 HX with me on your sheet. Hey, I'm thinking of doing X. What's your take? What do you suggest? What's our next step? Let's make a plan together for what next comes for us. And that's a lot to think about. So feel free to think about this over
Yeah, I will.
the next week and we can deal with it at the beginning of next session. And I'm dropping that into our little Discord chat so you have it for reference. All right. That is all of our HX adjustments. Now we do a quick round of stars and wishes. We start with wishes so we can end with stars. Who has? As we saw some sparks fly. We found a map for the holding. Thank you, Greg, for looking for that. Didn't really explore, but we did talk about the Salon of Leontine. We'll see it more in play. See the PCs in play. See who doesn't want Varun to explore the sunken ruins. I'll leave that out. See the Salon amid the ruined city. Saw a glimpse of it. Cute cat moments. I did the best I could. So, and you were weird. So wishes. Who has wishes for future sessions?
Yeah, I think I'd like to see some salon action, see some socialization and um, cattiness and social climbing and maneuvering and whatnot.
I'd like to interact a bit with the other PCs.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair.
Uh, I'd like to find out what Kavra Siva Menthank wants.
I would like Jetpack to get a jetpack. Um, and I definitely want to see the fallout of this bomb being disarmed, like a block away from my frickin' temple.
Oh, I'm gonna put a second wish in because I think this is very Apocalypse World. I want to see what resolution happens for the newly reorphaned child. Like, what actually does happen to this kid?
Do we have a name for the child?
We will.
He's a little
Yeah, I
brother.
like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, the little brother.
Who's this little child that I've orphaned?
The little brother of the person you murdered,
Okay.
who's about to become homeless and without a guardian.
Gotta be fine.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I want to see the fallout. We did things. What's gonna happen?
And then I guess I'm intentionally or not, I'm pointing towards more confrontation. So with Zarek, trying to put the screws on him, um, and with Lorad, with the um, I don't know anything about what Lorad, so I don't think there's actually a confrontation there yet until it becomes obvious. But meta-wise, there is. It's interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Steven, you went last with wishes. You get to go first with stars. Did you have any stars from today's session?
I liked how everyone incorporated their um the initial role with Barter into what was happening. You know, uh Andesh has a place to live, but it's got a missile in it. And, you know, Greg has um a place that's really low on money and is desperate and all of that. And it got all kind of played into it. I liked seeing the desperation that everyone played out. I liked seeing the kind of the fuckery that Mark and Kay did, oh yeah, let's mess around with everybody. Yeah. That was all good.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I agree. Greg, you are up next with any stars?
Yeah, stars to Mark and Kay because Zay totally had it all under control, and now he gets to blame you for everything going south. So that's going to be great. And then yeah, a big star to Ondish for setting up what is going to be a big conflict later because you're making the power play for my people. And how dare you, my loyal Lieutenant Hatchet? Yeah, no, it's going to be great. I'm super looking forward to it. And sorry, not everyone was here. I'm not here next week. So we are gonna have to figure out how Zay just disappears to the background
I'll
and
put
you know.
this out. I think I might be missing as well next week. I don't 100% know yet. My family is
Okay.
terrible with scheduling stuff.
Talk about it in Discord between
Yeah.
the
Okay,
intervening
cool.
days. Thanks for the heads up. You both suck. Okay, let's keep going.
But yeah, and I love the cat stuff. Okay.
Um, I just want to say thank you, Adesh, for having your folks go out to the farm. So like, oh, that's great. I'm going to be able to like do this and that at the same time. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So that was awesome. And a big star. I wanted to throw that way. Thank you, Greg. Kay, did you have any stars?
Oh yeah. Mark, I'm loving Leonti. I think what a great odd couple little thing, like this little weirdo and the hot man. Like I'm like, yes, this is good. I'm very excited to, yeah, see how that progresses. I think that was very fun. Just uh yeah, just yeah, stars to Mark dramatics. Just this how could you like just Shakespearean. Oh, love it. Star to you, Rich, for having so many like really great string pulls of like, oh, this person's angry. Oh, this person has this thing. Oh, these people here need this. Oh, this guy's looking for you. Like you were really like ready to dash in and get like the strings going. So I appreciate that. Greg, I appreciate poor Zarek and all of his suffering and the fact that how much he just, dealing with Laird and Laird being like, no down payment. Like that's chef kiss. And also just oof. What an evil bastard. I love him. Stephen Veyron's so delightful. I like what a good person in this crowd. And he's also got the love cat, and he's like actually helping people, and just want to like pinch his little cheekies. Uh, just yeah, delightful. I am terribly excited about whatever ends up happening between him and Larid over the course of this game. Uh, and Andesh, Hatchet's so cool. Fucking, one of my thoughts was if I will put this out there as a bit of a star wish combo. I love how nurturing Hatchet kind of is to their people, but also like aware of things. I wish to give the child to you. I think like if that did not become a bigger thing, Laird was planning to give the child to Hatchet, but it's a bigger thing, so I'm curious to see how it will spiral. Zarek may have to take it, but yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, just everyone was great, and I think the best compliment I can give this is I looked before and saw that it was 12:38, and I thought, oh, beans, it's almost over.
Hmm? Cool. Adesh, did you have any stars?
Yeah. Love the group, love to see the characters in action. Um, the battle droids were fun. I love having that contrast between everything's very serious and then we have the silly battle droids because that's just how they are. But yeah, I really like that. Um,
I'm glad
uh,
because sorry to I didn't mean to break your
oh,
flow, but I was worried about that, right? Because they are very silly. But what I was trying to play was really serious situation delivered
yeah.
from the mouth of battle droids who are
Yeah,
silly. So
absolutely.
I'm glad
Yeah,
that
yeah,
worked
I
for you.
think I think that works because the battle droids are silly. They should be silly because that's how they are. But it should that silliness shouldn't detract from they're silly to us. I don't think they're necessarily silly to the characters, and I think that's an important distinction.
And to me, a
Um,
battle. Sorry, I'm almost done.
no, go ahead,
To
go
me, the
ahead.
battle droids, the B1s, those guys, the whiny guys,
Hmm.
they are my soft move. I
Yeah,
have a number of other droids who are the hard move. So yeah,
love that.
keep going.
Yeah, that's great. Perfectly happy to take on the child if that's what happens. I don't know how Hatchet will deal with that, but we'll see. Yeah, and if that doesn't happen, that's fine too. Yeah, loved all the loved Zarek's desperation and being badgered by everyone. Like you're the one laying down the law, and you did do that, but you're also kind of being hounded by everyone and letting yourself be hounded, which is kind of fun. You feel more like like a mid-level boss, like a mid-level manager than the actual big boss, which is kind of fun.
It's a good note. I
Uh,
could take some more big boss energy in. Okay.
I mean, if you want to, that's I think it's interesting to have someone who is nominally in charge, or at least there is no one who is above you in a formal sense. No one can come tell you
Right.
what to do, uh,
Yeah.
but who
Oh, I bet
doesn't
there are
take
people who could
like
come in and tell him what to do.
I think
that.
Zarek is trying to keep some level of deniability by saying it's
Mhm.
a market. I
Yeah,
don't provide the
yeah. That's
food.
good.
the stalls provide that, yeah.
Yeah, and I like that being that person as opposed to like the one who is, oh, this is my place, I own everything, you're just here because of me. I think that's interesting, and I will stop talking now.
I'm just going to say I want to add on to Kay's wish that Hatchet take over the orphan child. I want to see Zarek take over the orphan child and then con Hatchet into doing it for them.
I'd like them to have to be divorced parents.
Oh,
Wow.
that's so
Shared
good.
custody, shared custody.
Good stuff.
Sorry.
Mark,
Yeah.
bring us home. Any last wishes or stars?
Um,
Stars.
yeah. All that really great. Uh, I love to see like everyone got a chance to like press their buttons, which was really fun. I really liked the like it was very Star Warsy to have that separate scene with Hatchet and the droids and everyone, and have Bayron doing like negotiation stuff with the Fishers, and then like bringing everything together. That was really fun. Um, yeah, just like how put upon Zarek is really entertaining, knowing that he's also just like a scumbag, and whether it's an actor is just like I am actually so oppressed right now. That's great. Um, yeah, I love being a shit starter in the middle of everything and acting out super fun. I like yeah, I echo the like little weird relationship we're gonna have with Larod and Leonti. Curious to see where that goes. Yeah, having a good time all around.
Excellent. Really enjoying the session. I love your characters, and we'll definitely have Hatchet all mixed up and stuff with PCs because it's just so much work. Why do I keep separating scenes? I should have just dang it. Should have. Yeah, I'll do better. Awesome. Thank you all so much. And with that, we'll bring this recording to a close.